NNRG. So today's game's going to be Dante's Inferno, and I have no idea how you're going to turn that into a video game. Like, I've got a few ideas how you might be able to do it, but this should be interesting. So, start it up, it's tape file, and we've got some, we got some flashing, but those are some of the lowest intensity raster bars I've seen. Like, usually it goes through like the entire color palette, but this is only going through like the dark colors in the color palette for whatever reason. Okay, and it looks like we have a Remember logo this time. And it says right down there number 95, so I'm guessing this was the 95th game cracked by Remember. And 3 pluses, so that means there's 3 trainers attached. Okay, so let's move on here. So, hitting spacebar brings us to what? We got documents. This game is based on Dante Alighieri, I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Classic medieval adventure Inferno, which describes the journey of the pilgrim descending through the many circles of hell to reach Mount Purgatory on the other side of the world. This perilous journey leads to many conflicts with the evil monsters and sinners that inhabit hell, culminating in an epic confrontation with Lucifer himself. And then we have something in all caps, which looks like it might be like quoted from the story, maybe? It's one of these games where you gotta hold the fire button down and suddenly every direction on the joystick does something different. Although, that's actually kind of a weird layout. It's saying walk forwards is down, walk backwards is up, and then left and right are left and right. That's interesting. So are we going to be like walking towards the bottom of the screen? And then if you're holding the fire button down, you can either pick up or drop objects with up or down, and then left or right uses your left object or your right object. So I guess you can have like 2 objects held at a time or something like that. Well, that's an interesting way to do keyboard controls. Walk backwards, the entire second row of keys. Walk forwards, the entire third row of keys. Walk left, everything on the... Z and alternate keys on 4th rows, X and alternate... So I'm assuming it's going to be the same alphanumeric layout for the keyboard. So Z, C, B, and M would be walk left, and X, V, and N would be walk right. Okay then. Okay, so gameplay. You control the pilgrim. The pilgrim can walk in 4 directions, pick up, carry, and use objects. Your task is to descend into Circle 9 of Hell in order to reach Purgatory. You must complete the journey within 7 days. So I'm guessing there's going to be some kind of time scale in the game. The score achieved reflects your level of success. You find various objects strewn about the desolate landscape of hell. Although their use will not be immediately apparent, you should collect these objects and experiment with their use. To complete your task, you'll need to react quickly and develop strategies to pass various obstacles. Should you fail on your mission, you will be damned to the same fate as the other sinners in whichever region of hell you were unlucky enough to have reached. Okay, that's an interesting way of putting it. Oh, and it's actually describing the locations of hell right now. So we start in Limbo. If you linger too long here before passing into hell, you will be attacked by hornets. Really? Does that actually happen in Limbo? Somebody chime in who's better acquainted with the story of Dante's Inferno than I am. Circle 1 at the foot of the first cliff is the first circle of hell. This is where virtuous non-Christians are sent. Circle 2, here the lustful are blown round and round in a terrible hurricane. Circle 3, the gluttons are punished here by drowning in a horrible marsh. Circle 4, the hordes and spendthrifts are condemned to pushing giant rolling weights around in this circle, like dung beetles. Circle 5, here the wrathful... words. Here the wrathful tear and mangle each other, while the slothful gurgle beneath the surface of the marsh, occasionally reaching up to grab the pilgrim. Circle 6, Part 1. The pilgrim must pass through the gates of... Is it gates of die? Or is it gates of dis or gates of die? I've never been quite sure on that. To enter the 6th circle, the gates are defended by the Gorgon Medusa. Second part of it, the heretics are found here in open graves. Circle 7, this circle is for violent sinners and is divided into 3 sections. Yeah, they're going all out with these descriptions here. Oh, and that's the end of the documentation. Okay, let's get to it. So, Dante's Inferno. We got a 1986 copyright here by Denton Designs, and a bunch of naked people, probably the sinners, quote-unquote, being absorbed by the skull thing in the corner. Something like that. I don't know. Joystick button, spacebar again. And we get ourselves some loading lines, even though I would have thought it would have been loaded by now. Maybe it's just decompressing stuff into RAM. Oh, we got our trainers now. So, no trainers, no trainers, no trainers. Okay, here we go. We have our gameplay. Abandon every hope. Yeah, I got a funny feeling that's where we're going here. So, objects, day, score, high score. Okay, so basic movement controls. So we move around, up, down, left, right. Well, that's interesting. It looks like everything's actually locked to a grid. So if I just tap the button, I move like a really big distance. But then I also turn with each tap. Like, that's one tap right, that's another tap right, and then there's the next tap right. So it seems like there's a little bit of... You need to be a little deliberate with your movement. Okay, we got something down here. Can't exactly stop moving on it, so maybe if I just walk next to it and hold the button, press down... Okay, there it goes. Okay, we picked up a thing. So now again, if we were to push the same combination, the button plus down, puts it in our other hand, do it again, we drop it. Okay, so you can sort of like shuffle items around in that regards, but it also means we can only really carry 2 items at a time. So, okay, it looks like we've got something there. Okay, that looks like a rope. So that could come in handy, and that's a dead end. So I guess we gotta go through this passage here. And, okay, we're in some caves. Guy in a boat, and... Ow. Okay, we cannot walk on the water. We will insta-die. So... Oh, wow. Make one mistake, you go back to the beginning of the game. Either this is a very short game, or there's going to be some kind of method of continuing later, because that didn't seem even remotely fair. Well, I mean, come on, we're technically going through the various layers of hell, like, how fair is it gonna be? But then, I can't go any higher there. So, oh, what, are those like the Hornets, or... Okay... I guess we're not supposed to touch those things either? What are we supposed to do down here? Well, that's interesting. I actually waited on this screen for a bit, and it's now playing even more music. I don't understand the music choices for this game. It doesn't seem like something... Well, I mean, just listen to it for a moment here. Like, I mean, the strange thing about the music is it almost feels like it's like a sped-up version of the music I would have expected to hear. I might just be imagining that, but I don't know. Okay, so before we go back in here, I'm guessing that that person on the boat going down that water, which is probably a river of some kind, like, if it's the river Styx, like, maybe we're supposed to, like, pay them? Like, maybe the other thing we're holding is like a coin pouch, we gotta pay them? I'm gonna try that. Let's hold the button, push right, and... Oh, he actually stops for us. Okay, and he took the gold. Okay, so that was the first puzzle, was we gotta take the boat. Okay, and we're on the other side now. And I have no idea where we're going now. Could walk down the other side of the river here. Might lead to somewhere interesting. And again, this music just has this weird vibe to it. Or wait, is this looping? I think this is looping. Yeah, this feels like it's looping. Okay, so let's move down now. Okay, we got some columns here. Another day passes. Oh, Okay, so time is actively passing while we're playing this. And clearly not at a slow pace, because we're already on day 2 and we have not been playing long. So that kind of tells me that this game doesn't really need continues or extra lives, because it's probably not a very long game. Okay, we got a guy coming for us. Unless this is like a whip or something? No, I don't think so. So that guy's got a whip. Oh. What just happened? I think I just got thrown through the air and now I'm dead. Okay then. Okay, so I'm guessing that there's something we're gonna have to do with that rope, or we're gonna have to find another object to pick up. So let's try exploring this way instead. See if we can find anything interesting. Okay, there's that guy who's been going around whipping everything. So hopefully we can make it past them. Oh, I am very much in a dead end now. Well, this is a problem. How am I supposed to get out of here? Yeah, if I try to walk through that thing, I just turn into a skeleton. So that's not good. Okay, I guess we'll try this way. Well, this is the way I went the first time, wasn't it? And yeah, that's just a dead end, so that doesn't help. So, not entirely certain where we're supposed to go or what we're supposed to do. Oh wait, there's something on the floor here. Okay, it's like a fish? I'm not sure what we'll do with a fish. Pretty sure if I get too close, like, it won't even bring out the fish. Yeah, I'm not sure how to get past that thing. I guess maybe we use the fish with something else? Let's keep it moving on here. I gotta be wary about that guy who keeps whipping the air. But actually, going down this bottom route here, I think that gets us past that thing up there. Okay. So that gets us... Oh. And now we're in the tornado of people getting blown around. Huh. Okay, well at least I have a better idea of where I'm going now. Because now I know exactly how to get around that whatever it was. That was sort of like... had that, yeah, that tentacle thing with the hooves. What even was that? But now I gotta be worried about this stuff going on. Like, I'm not sure what I need to be... Yeah, it seems like if I touch them, I just get swept up in it, and then that's a bad thing. So, I'm gonna have to get through there without touching the people getting blown around. Okay, this guy's in the way now, so I wonder if maybe this fish will help? Maybe if I drop it? No, that doesn't do anything. But at least I was able to get back by him. Okay, let's pick up the... Whoops. Back! No, I don't have my rope now! Well, this isn't good. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need that rope. Okay, we got like a sort of roundabout section here, so if I can get him over here... Yeah, come on up. And then follow me around, because I gotta get my... I gotta get my rope back. So let's go around... Pick up my rope. Okay, got my rope, got my fish. So hope I got enough time. Okay, and then he's gonna come around. At least the hit detection seems to be a little generous, but that's probably just owing to the grid-locked nature of all of this. So, either way, we're back here. So now I just gotta avoid the people getting thrown around. And there we go. Okay, I'm past the people. And now I seem to be on some kind of precipice. A labyrinth of sorts, and there's a dog going around. Maybe the fish is for the dog. Like, maybe the dog really likes fish. If I drop the fish down, he'll want it. Because again, I can't put the fish in my hand. It won't let me actively use it. What just happened? I seem to, like, fall into the ground? What? And again, a reminder that every time it says game over, I am starting way back at the beginning. Which, yeah, this is going real fast, but still. Okay, you know what? Screw the fish. I don't need the fish. I'm just gonna go for something else. Because I'm pretty sure I saw something that was en route down through this lower section here. So maybe that's what I need instead of the fish. So let's go down a bit. We're gonna see these guys start to... Whoops, I accidentally touched them. Darn it! Okay, back to the whirlwind of people. Let's see if we can not get hit by them. So yeah, there seems to be like some kind of purple thing on the floor there. If we scroll a little further, it should reappear. Yeah, right there. I'm guessing that's something we might be able to pick up. So, let's try for it. This doesn't seem to be going well, but... Okay, back to the whirlwind of people. Let's see if we can get that purple thing, whatever it is. Okay, just gotta be really careful about it. Okay, it seems like it might be some kind of torch or something. Can I use it? Not right at the moment. I'm guessing it will have some kind of use, but next I have to worry about this path. So I guess the trick is, don't run into any dogs, because the dogs are dead. Dogs are very deadly. Oh, well, this is not good. Yeah. The dogs pincered me. I wasn't getting out of that situation. I guess one other thing I should point out here is that these are not exactly the most responsive controls. Like, holding the button and pressing the directions in order to do item management, that's responsive enough. But actual movement is horribly unresponsive. So, yeah. That's something you gotta get used to here, is you do not have twitch reflexes available. You try to twitch reflex this, you're gonna go nowhere. But I mean, here's the thing. I've got this first part nailed down pretty well by this point. So I can basically go through here successfully every single time now without really losing time. So that's basically what this game comes down to, is it's kind of like go through the motions, and when you do it right, then you know how to do it right and you're good. But this part here has me a little confused with the dogs going around, because I'm not sure how you're supposed to deal with them. Because yeah, we've got that dog coming after me now, but I can't tell. Yeah, it was just waiting for me. Like, how are you supposed to get through here? But if I continue this way, then yeah, the dog's just gonna come up from the bottom area. Yeah, right like that. Unless that was the dog that was over here. In which case, maybe I can actually pass this way now. Right, because the screen is looping. So, we should be able to cross all the... Whoop, nope, nope, nope. No, get away. Nope, nope, still being chased down. Whoops. Okay, but at least I understand what's going on here now, because the screen loops and there's only two dogs. So the idea is you just need to get them out of the way by manipulating them. I'm still gonna say that red fish, probably a herring, is just a red herring and totally useless. But you never know. Maybe the red herring is actually very useful. I have no idea, but I'm going to guess a torch is probably going to be more useful than a fish. So when I get the chance, I'm going to go for the torch, not the fish. And yeah, I figured out the trick to dealing with the people floating by in the whirlwind as well. Basically, you want to step... Basically, if you're stepping above them, you're fine. Like, this should not catch me. And neither should that. Yeah. And neither should that. So there is some positional logic going on there, so that's not nearly as difficult now that I know what's going on. And that's basically what this game seems to come down to, is that once you know what's going on, you're a heck of a lot better off. So yeah, what I'm going to do is goad this dog around. Okay. And then that gives me time to break away from it, go down to the bottom section here, loop up around here, and if I did things correctly, the dog should now... Yep, it's up in that upper section now. Okay, so now to deal with the other dog, we gotta go down this way. Okay, I see where I gotta go. So we're gonna have the dog chase us. Yeah, we're just gonna have it chase us, because we can do this full loop now without having to worry about it. I think I'm okay. I think I made it past the dogs. Hooray! What's the next circle of what? I'm going to guess I don't want to get hit by that guy. Alright, this is where all the people hell-bent on riches are sacrificed or whatever. Oh no, wait, they've already been sacrificed. This is their hell. Okay, and now I gotta worry about the hands coming up. Like, I guess the first thing to see is, are the hands random? No, they're actually tracking me. That's not good. Hands are actually tracking. Oh, and there's a river of possibly lava, possibly blood at the bottom. Either way, I'm going to guess I don't want to walk in it. Also, what's going on there? There's like something going on at the river there. Oh, we got another ferryman. And this ferryman seems to not charge me? Like I held up my torch and that was good enough? And then I got spotted my Medusa and turned to stone. Well, that's not helpful. Okay, but I think we see where this game is going here, right? This is not a long game by any stretch. In fact, this is a surprisingly short game. But the idea is that each section is just full of insta-deaths. And the idea is to learn how to not die. And then as you learn those things, each time you play, you get further and further. And because the game is so short, that doesn't become as annoying as it could be. Like, if this was a long game and it took, like, say, an hour to get from the beginning to the end, then yeah, an insta-death from one simple mistake with no continues would be ridiculous. But because this game looks like it could be beaten in under 10 minutes, like, or maybe even shorter than that, like, I think that final run there only lasted like 4 or 5 minutes, and based on the Medusa there, I think I got like halfway through at least. So yeah, if you know exactly what you're doing, you could probably beat this game real fast. But then that's the trick, is that anything less than perfection and you don't win. So that's where the replay comes in, is in having to play it over and over and over and over again for that perfect run. Which then almost begs the question, why did they bother putting a day counter in? Because you're gonna die if you don't make it through, and you have to be perfect to make it through, so what is even the point?